Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video, I am going to be talking about my current favorites. I guess it's the end of the month, it's the end of June, so this would be my June favorites, but I do foresee a lot of these items being favorites for the hotter summer months. I have a whole array of products to show you. I have handbags, I have shoes, makeup, jewelry, watches. Let's just get into it because like I said, there's a lot of items and I don't want to take up too much time. So first off, let's start with handbags. Surprisingly, I've gone back to my pochette accessoire. Now, this is a vintage find. I got this before the hype of this handbag and before it blew up. I don't know even when it was. I bought it, I want to say before COVID, before the pandemic for sure. And I got such an amazing deal on it. So I believe this is from 1990, but it was in really good condition when I got it. It still is in decent condition, I would say. The canvas was perfect and it still is pretty perfect. There's no like marks or scratches or anything on it. Even the hardware here wasn't super badly discolored or tarnished. I mean, it has rubbed off a little bit, but for the price I paid for this, I paid $190 all in when I got this handbag. It also came with the older dust bag, if you guys remember, like the old Louis Vuitton dust bags, and then the little tiny strap. So I know the new pochette accessoire has a longer strap. I think it has like a chain and a long strap. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I know that that's pushing, oh my gosh, I don't even know the current price of it. I want to say it's like in between in Canadian, like $1,500 maybe to like $2,000, which to me is insane. But here is that original strap that it came with. When I originally got this, I was using it as a catch-all, but I've started to use it again. I just feel like it's a really carefree, cute little handbag, and I've been wearing it like this so it can kind of go over the shoulder. This chain that I have on it is from Next Fashion. That's where all my bag chains are from. I know I don't typically go for the monogram when it comes to Louis Vuitton because it can be a little bit loud, but because this is vintage and it's kind of like worn in, as you can see there, it looks kind of cool. So anyway, I've been really loving this and I think I'll use it more so in the summer as well. This chain isn't that heavy. I typically don't like chain straps, but I really do like this one. It's a little bit of a lighter strap there. But this is the first handbag I've been using quite a bit. And then the second handbag is relatively new. This is from 24S. I got this just a couple of weeks ago. So if the sale is still on, I will link it down below. They did have an additional 20% off sale items as well. So this is by Caperni, and this is just their palm bucket bag. But just like the style of it, like the black leather, the silver hardware, and then this I want to say it's the raffia. It's so cool. It's so easy. It fits over the shoulder so nicely. It doesn't jut out too much. It can kind of smush your arm against it, but it holds everything. It's just such a large bag on the inside. And for the price point of this, I feel like a lot of raffia bags are quite expensive. And this one, I mean, if you take off the additional 20% off the sale, I think you're looking at about $450 American for this, which I know it's not completely leather. There is part leather, but for a designer raffia handbag, I think that's in a good price point. And then moving on, we're going to talk about my jewelry. So specifically, I have this watch here. I've never talked about it. I've had it since I got it at Christmas. A friend gave it to me. So I've had it now we're in June, like 6 months, going on 7 months. But this is by Lola Rose. It's going to be upside down to you, but I hope you can get a good shot of it. This is the black onyx watch. It is stunning. My students always ask me about it because I often wear it to work. But they always ask me about it. It's really beautiful. It's very dainty. It has that vintage sort of style to it, which I really like. And I know that the band is supposed to resemble brickwork on buildings, which I really like. It's gorgeous. It's stunning. I often wear it with this bracelet too, which is just a cheapy one off Amazon. I just think it looks really stunning. And like I said, I have fairly small wrists. So I feel like this band isn't overwhelming and it just matches with all my jewelry. I tend to wear a lot of gold jewelry. I am moving into some silver now, but I tend to wear gold. But I just love the look of this, and like I said, it pairs really well with all of my outfits. So I was really excited when Lola Rose reached out to me and they sent me a new piece because like I said, I've had this piece for 6 months now and I've loved it. So they sent me another watch, and this is part of the Miss Lola collection, and this one is the green onyx watch. So the packaging is also very stunning. So it comes wrapped really beautifully, and then in this little box down here, which if it will open, there we go, it has the warranty and care information as well as an adjuster. So the first time when I originally got this, I got this one at Christmas, I did have to adjust it and take some of the links out. So I do like that it does come with some extra links if you need it, but also a little tool to help remove some. So let me show you this one here. And so now that I know a little bit more about the brand started in 2000. And it started in London, and they like to create a lot of fun, affordable pieces that have a very cool vintage style. It is so stunning. It has this octagonal shape, which is actually inspired by the jewelry boxes, which we love. And then the green onyx face is really just so truly beautiful. I feel like it would suit so many different skin tones, but the green onyx is also one of the brand's iconic green gemstones, and it represents vitality and courage. And then you can see the crown on the side there, that is made of black onyx, so the same as my other watch. At the 12 and the 6, what's really special about this watch is that it has some embedded zircon stones, so it gives it a really three-dimensional look. As you can see, I'm trying to get it from every angle, so you can see how just stunning it is on. It's very luxurious. I feel like it's very sophisticated. It's something that I am missing in my wardrobe since I do dress very minimal. And then you can see again the duotone bracelet there. So it will suit warm tone outfits as well as cool tone outfits. Again, this one is from the Miss Lola collection, and it is the green onyx watch. And then the one that I showed you to begin with is the black onyx watch. This one is a little bit more dainty, a little bit more slender. I'd say this one is a more classic kind of style, whereas this one is more bold, kind of modern, more fun, I would say. So I'm really happy that I have these two watches now. Definitely go and check out Lola Rose. They have a current sale going on for the summer. In addition, I have the code LV10, so you can save 10% off the sale prices. They also have a lot of jewelry, and like I said, they tend to specialize in a lot of gemstones as well as semi-precious stones. And they have a lot of classic pieces, but they also have a lot of sort of fun, more modern pieces as well. So thank you so much to Lola Rose for sending me this piece. I'm gonna wear it for the rest of the video. Moving on, let's go. I'll talk about my jewelry really quick. I just have on these pebble earrings. I really have been loving these. These are by Ana Luisa, and then this is the matching necklace and the pebble necklace, which is also from Ana Luisa. These are kind of basics, and like I said, I really like this watch now because it matches with the dual tone of the jewelry there. But so stunning, so stunning next to this bracelet too. So I've been wearing these quite a bit and I really do enjoy them. I do get a lot of compliments on these earrings here. The pebble earrings are really lightweight too, and they fall really nicely. They just kind of, they go with anything. So I'm just wearing this bodysuit, but they can also go with like a button down, or you can go with a t-shirt. Really, it's just a really versatile piece. Speaking of this bodysuit, this is from Old Navy. Died, but we are back. And I believe I was talking about this bodysuit, which is from Old Navy. And it's just so incredible. I got two of them. This one is very similar to the fabric of, I'd say, the contour line from Aritzia. Whereas the other one I got, which is kind of like a thicker band and then a square neckline, is made out of cotton. But they are double lined. They're very comfortable. You don't have to wear a bra with them because they are double lined. And this one, especially because it's made of that sort of stretchy material, kind of, you know, holds everything in. And in the summer months, I hate wearing a bra when it's hot and sweaty and you just don't want to deal with it. So I really love these, and I would highly recommend them. For the price point, get 3 of these for the price of one Aritzia one. So such a good deal. I will link these down below. Don't sleep on Old Navy and don't sleep on Gap or Banana Republic. I find that they have so many good pieces. Moving on, let's go to my current sandals I've been wearing a lot. I cleaned the bottom of these before I brought them in, so ugh, dirty shoes make me feel gross. These are by Alexander McQueen. As you can see there, they just have the gold, the silver and the matte black. It just says Alexander McQueen as well there and on the buckle, but these are called the hybrid sandals. So they are made out of rubber. They kind of like an elevated Birk. So they have the chunky sole, which Alexander McQueen is known for with his sneakers and his shoes. But these are so comfortable. I was a little bit worried. I thought they might be heavy, but they're not. I also got these from 24S. I got them last year, wore them all the time. I'm just so excited to bring them out again. Like I said, they're just like an elevated Birkenstock. So I like them, and you can wear them to the beach because they are rubber. They just don't get all gross and disgusting like a lot of the suede or the leather sandals do. But really like these, highly recommend them. I also like that they give you like a little bit of a lift too. And moving on to sunglasses. The glasses I've been wearing and loving are these ones by Saint Laurent, and they are the mica sunglasses in the smaller frame. I believe that's what they're called. I will link them down below. I have been loving them. They might be a little bit dirty because I did wear them out today when I was running errands. Very classic shape, as you can see there. They're just a cat eye, no sort of hardware on them. It just says Saint Laurent there in white. So I love these. These go with everything that I wear, and I feel like this style would also suit a lot of face shapes. Moving on, let's talk about makeup. My current favorites. I love this I think it's called the Dew Gel. Oh no, Glowy Super Gel. I got this one in Warm Glow. I've had this one now. I've had about 3 of these because they always come with like little Sephora kits. This one is in the color Star Glow. This one is a little bit more cooler toned, and this one is a little bit more warm toned, hence the warm versus the Star Glow. So let me show you. I like to put this on the high points of my face. I don't know if you're gonna even be able to see the difference. So this one here is the Warm Glow and this is the Star Glow, but I like to put it on the high points of my face, and it just adds a beautiful glow to the skin. It has a really lightweight texture as well. It's just, it feels like you're not wearing anything. So on no makeup days, like just putting on after my sunscreen, putting on the Warm Glow all over my face, I find just makes me look kind of like I have glass skin. On my cheeks, recently I've been wearing this one by Cheekbone Beauty, which is a Canadian Indigenous brand, and it's the Balance and Blush Bronzer in the color Deep. So I got it in a darker shade. I've had this one now since spring break. I think they had a sale on their site, but now I'm using it a lot more. So you can see the deep bronzer there. It's pretty dark, and then the blush is so stunning. Sorry, I just dropped the lid. So the bronzer, again, super dark, very cool toned as well. And then the blush next to it, so stunning. And that was just like one little swipe. You can see it on my fingers. It is so incredibly pigmented. You barely need any. It almost looks like I haven't even touched this, but I have been using it really consistently. Last makeup items are my current lip combo. So this is relatively new. This is by Charlotte Tilbury. This is the lip liner in the color Pillow Talk. So I have it outlined my lip right now, and I kind of fill it in a little bit. This is very creamy, goes on really well. It doesn't last long, I would say. You can kind of see it at the top there. It's not, I don't think it's marketed as a long-lasting lip liner, but it's a really beautiful color. And then I've been using the Forget the Filler. This is like my 3rd or 4th one. I really love this. It's by Lawless. It is a little bit sticky. It's a little bit goopy. So if it's a windy day, I probably wouldn't recommend this, but this is in the shade. What shade is this? I don't even remember what shade this is in. I will link it down, but oh, it's in Velvet. Sorry. It's like this beautiful mauvey pink. Let me see if I can do this in the viewfinder, but it's really nice. It doesn't really feel like it's plumping a whole lot, but it doesn't also dry out my lips. It's sort of nourishing. It's almost like a lip oil, which is a little bit strange, but I do like it. It is a thicker consistency, like I said, so If you're not really into that, you might want to stay away from this one. And then moving on to my favorite scents, I feel like I could wear my Baccarat Rouge all year long. This is in the extrait. I also have the little tiny roll-on perfume oils of the Baccarat, just the regular Baccarat, and I also have a small like 5 ml sample of it. But I love this. I find that it's so unique, which I know is weird because I know there's so many dupes for this, but I find that the extrait version of it is very unique, and it just, it smells so good. I can't get over the scent of that. And then I like to also pair it with this, which is by DS and Durga. It's the I Don't Know What. It's kind of like that whole not a perfume thing. It just layers really well with any scent. It makes it different. So I don't know what this is. I can't explain it very well. When you smell it in the bottle, it smells almost like nothing, but when you mix it with any other perfume, and I think that's what it's more so meant for, it just changes it. So, I mean, the word I don't know what, the name of it is it's correct. I don't know what it is, but it just makes every other perfume smell good. If you don't know, my degree is in food and nutrition. That's why I teach food and nutrition in school. Right now I'm teaching culinary arts, but Super Belly, Bloom, I believe they're a Canadian company. I really like this. If you are into prebiotics, probiotics, everything like that, and you like kombucha or kefir, then I'd highly recommend this Bloom by Super Belly. To me, it just makes more sense because it's portable and it is also affordable and it tastes yummy. So I typically drink this in the morning. I know that they have a lot of different flavors. I use the acai and pomegranate flavor. I've had so many of these. I get these off Amazon. You can also get them from the site. But what I really like about this is it has inulin, which is in the form of Jerusalem artichoke. That's a prebiotic, and it has its probiotics as well. So you're getting both in here, which if you don't know about prebiotics or probiotics, I could go on and on and on about. But it's just, I find that this is really great for hydrating like first thing in the morning, but also just helps with your gut health. Like I said, I will link everything down below. Definitely go and check out Lola Rose and check out their current summer sale. Again, this watch is so stunning, but they have so much jewelry to choose from. And that is it. Until my next video, I will see you later and have a good one.